We know what it is. Dude ain't no good. The quarterback ain't no good. The coach ain't no good. They ain't got no ball players, and they run around here talking about what they ain't gonna do and what they want to do. If they wouldn't pay, I would not talk about these dudes. These dudes should have been gone on the bus. This is wild work. Let's go ahead and start it. Let Dylan finish the year. Shedeur just needs to chill. If that's what they want to do, I'm done asking when Shedeur is gonna play. Let him sit there. And then you coach your way into the job market, because you should have been gone anyway. Running around here playing these stupid games. This is stupid. Griffin Notary Services. In the words of Tuck and Roll from Bug's Life, Stefanski, you're fired. Only way they're going to get something is if they understand that y'all not going to play around. And I don't know if y'all ready to not play around with him. Gregory George, I want them all fired. Horrible, beyond horrible. And it don't make you smart. And see, this is the thing, too. They fool you into this noise. It don't make you smart because you can't call out a spade a spade. That don't make you savvy. That don't make you someone who is, you're too emotional. You just, you should be more measured. You don't get out of my face with that. You can do a PowerPoint presentation about being measured and go do some sales somewhere. But when we're here talking about football, I don't got no time for that. That don't make you smart because you refuse to call what you see in front of your face. Charles T. Receipt King. Watch Jason say can't blame Stefanski's play calling. Wasn't play calling. See, it's not their fault. It's the building. It's the players watching. Listen, like I said before, I don't care who it is. I'm even done saying names. I'm done saying names. Why would I waste my breath and time when we've obviously seen what it is week after week after week? But I'm supposed to argue with people? No, I'm not doing it. I'm just like, all right, whatever is whatever. The proof is in the pudding. We see what it is on the field. I'm beyond the phase of trying to convince people who obviously are not trying to rationally or if you're not, listen, I'm just not going to do it, man, because it don't make no sense. It just don't. There's no rational person that can see this football game and you lose the way you lose and then still sit up here and talk about why he should be the coach. Stop. Kevin refusing to criticize Dylan Gabriel before he watches the tape, not needing to see the tape, say they're sticking with him for next week is wild work. And you know what? Hopefully that gets him fired. Let's just keep it real. I'm tired of hearing his press conferences anyway. I wouldn't ask him no questions. You just keep running them out there and you keep losing. Bye. At this point, that's where I'm at with it. Ain't nothing to see, ain't nothing to talk about. How you gonna say I told you the only way that you're gonna see a move is if they strip him of his ability to make changes on the football field. And guess what? You know what the biggest change that you guys can do while they're laughing all the way to the bank? No, matter of fact, don't show up and let the Baltimore Ravens, who used to be the Cleveland Browns, come back and show you what real organizations look like. That's the only way y'all understand something. That's the only way y'all get it. It's empty seats and it hitting your checkbook. Get this man some chicken because he's cooking barbecue style. Be more Sama. DG threw a TD pass to Jerry with all of his strength for 23 whole yards. This guy, he's not no regular quarterback. He ain't no franchise. I mean, I'm done arguing about that. I'm not asking you no question about Dylan Gabriel. We all know that. What are we asking questions about? That's another smoke screen. And Eric Williams sacked 6 times. What they gonna say? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. At this point, nothing. Because here's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to hear nobody talking about Shedeur Sanders. None. Last time I checked, Shedeur Sanders did not play in the football game. Last time I checked, Shedeur Sanders does not get first team's reps. So every time we lose, I'm not about to sit here and have a conversation about Shedeur Sanders when your head coach and Dylan Gabriel are out here doing exactly what they want to. Stop asking me questions about him. Well, we all want to know. No, we don't. At this point, let him sit over here and you sink by yourself. Since they so good, you're so good. If the Browns feel Shedeur isn't good enough, why not just let him go and trade him? No, Ron, I want him to sit here so it can be a witness that you would rather talk about, and you concentrated so much on a dude that ain't even playing that you got fired. Imagine that. It's the equivalent of letting your ex-girlfriend ruin your marriage and you haven't seen her in 30 years. She out here living her best life and you just still, she like, I ain't even thought or seen you in 30 years. How did I ruin your relationship? Because you's a fool, because you can't get out of your own way, because you can't concentrate on what's in front of you. That's petty behavior. Beautifully blessed. Justin had 56 whole yards and they lost. We cannot make this up. And ignoramus says he's still hey, let him stick with him. Let him stick with it. By the way, these Ravens might come in here and put 90 on you. Nicole D, where are all the idiots who want to keep Kevin because he won the Joke Coach of the Year award twice? They're awfully quiet today. Let me tell you about this Coach of the Year award. Look this up. Can somebody tell me the Coach of the Year award is by who? Let me put this up. And I shouldn't probably do this, but let me just show you. Let me just show you how useless this award is. Let me see. Let me show you this. I'm gonna just do something. Let me just show you. Let me just show y'all how this works. So if you want to know, it's all a ruse. It's all a joke. What does that say? Can somebody tell me what that means? That's the Associated Press NFL Coach of the Year. So who votes for these awards? Is it players? Is it the executives? Or is it hold on. So you meaning to tell me it's more media narratives? So you meaning to tell me the media votes for this too? So come on, bro. Listen, it's all easy. It's easy money. It's the same. So you mean the same people that be propping up Kevin Stefanski gave him an award? No, you don't say so. Wow. You mean the people that write the stories about how it's not his fault? Those are the same people that are giving him excuses and giving him awards? Why? And you wonder why, G. Bush, this is why you can't be doing this. This is the reason why people be saying you be doing too much. You can't just call people out like that. Bradley Fox, can't wait to hear how Stefanski lost the locker room. Of course, Jason or Jay or Kevin Stefanski is safe. And the best, he's going to go somewhere and he'll hear else and win where Pee Wee League, right? Again, hey, listen, I don't, at this point, this game speaks for itself. I ain't saying nobody. I don't got to say nobody's name. Whoever you are, if you're Joe from Medina, you're DeAndre from Cleveland, whoever you are, if you watch this football game and you don't think that there needs to be any changes made, you've said all I need to know. The Bible says quickly agree with your adversaries. Hey, have at it. Seems like great. Seems like I saw a great game. Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Baird, they're bona fide winners, aren't they? Oh man, it's laughable. Sarita Allen, we appreciate the super chat. Jason said he's in the locker room with the players looking side out at Shador and saying he's not ready. Well, what do you got? Well, they got to be cross-eyed at Dillon Gabriel. I don't got to take no. Hey, listen, I don't. First and foremost, let me just let you know, real G's move in silence. The reason why it just seems to be that I've really been. Don't it seem like I've been right a lot about stuff? Don't it seem like I just be on point a little bit? You know, just because I ain't jumping on top of a desk talking about the sources does not mean that I don't talk to people all the time, repeatedly. All around the league. You see, sometimes it's better that you go. Sometimes it's, remember how when they was like, oh yeah, Bailey Zappi about to be the backup. Who was the only one pushing back against the whole Kenny Pickett? Who's the one that told you? All right. You think that Kevin Stefanski wanted to get rid of Joe Flacco? Notice how he won't even say Joe's name. I don't talk about players on other teams. I find it funny. What about those players that would like to see Shador Sanders playing? Like, probably say, I want to say it's probably up to about 65, 70% now. It was well over 50% before. Wonder that number will keep going up. Won't be refutable. See, all the time, sometimes you don't let your left hand know what the right hand doing. If you know, you know. Jay Will, 28, 2 weeks to prepare for an open book test and failed. Let Kev go to work for his dad and take his adopted son with him. 2 weeks to prepare. And this is what you got. Come on. He's just not a good coach. Stop. I mean, he's not a good coach. It's just, the proof is in the pudding. He's not. It's just not. I can't even point to what it is. He's just not. Moni, that was a Jet 2 holiday. I hope 12 chilled and wore his jacket. Let today. Dillon was trash today. Dillon is what Dillon has always been. The fact that people try to act like Dillon Gabriel was something different is it will be studied down in the history books of time. Dillon Gabriel was never supposed to be anything coming out of college. And what they did is when they took him 17 rounds earlier than they thought, they did everything they could to write his name into the annals of time, to write his name in the book about how he was this, that, and the third. And guess what? Now y'all got to stand by that. Now we understand it. Come on, bro. He was never that in college, ever. That's why I refuse to talk about Shador Sanders, because the new trick is, let's talk about why Shador ain't ready instead of talking about why Dillon Gabriel is playing right now and he ain't never been ready. So I don't want to talk about 12. I want to talk about Dillon Gabriel. So that's what I want to talk about. Until 12 plays, I'm not speaking about it. And the longer he doesn't play, the stupider the organization looks. Young among. The fact that Kevin said in the postgame he's sticking with Dylan shows me the DePodesta pick had to be Sanders' pick. And no way you can be okay with support quarterback play. No way 4'11", 54 yards beats you. Oh, it beats the Cleveland Browns. I can't believe there's that many people in here. So I'm just sitting here asking. See, this is the point we're getting to. 10,000, it's 9,465 people in here. 10,000 people can't all be part of a cult. 10,000 people can't all just be here because Shedeur Sanders is playing. 10,000 people can't be here just because people isn't here upset because the Cleveland Browns is trash and you refuse to do anything about it. Anything. That's why they're here. Not because I'm stoking the flames or being the Duke of Knee Jerk or running around because I got a 12 jersey on. It's showing you that people are discontent about your quarterback situation. They're discontent about your head coach. They're discontent about your talent. And they're discontent over the overall direction of your organization. And the fact that you guys continuously sell us this propaganda about why it isn't so bad. When did that become acceptable? When did it's not so bad become acceptable? When week after week you see the same nonsense. Byron, Rainey, we appreciate the super chat. Clint the One. What's up, my G? People who haven't followed 12 think he will fail in the system, but those who know, 12 is a superstar, and the haters gonna be salty. You know what, Clint? I just want them. What I really want is I just want the people that's sitting in that catbird seat right now to be accountable. Because if he does come back and look, I'd fire him the next day. So you had him on the sideline? He better not look good his first game. I'd fire him after the game. Kirk Davis. Hey, yo, somebody need to check on Giddy. My boy did a snatchback twig through the legs and bang and slap the floor. And he watching old AI videos. By the way, you are right, Kirk Davis. And Josh Giddy got hit with the ooh wop, ooh wop, ooh wop, ooh wop. Bang! Out of here. Shout out to the Cavs. I'm glad I could watch them, at least one of my Cleveland teams do something nice. KA Super Sticker, thank you so much. T Storm, VA 2012. Kevin needs to be fired and escorted out of the building Monday morning. Period, point blank, period. That's all that needs to happen. Period, point blank. There's no, let me go back and forth with you. Let me play devil's advocate. Maybe, did you think about this? Maybe we need to take into consideration of, no, period, point blank. That's where I'm at with it. So from now on, when you see me on any platform, you can say when I'm not looking entertained and I ain't doing, G. Bush has had enough. He is not amused. I am not amused by any of the conversation back and forth. That's going to be my look. When it's 12, going to be ready to play. Well, I think he's not going to. Okay. Next question. Big Ruse. Appreciate the super chat. Brian Jeter. Keep grinding, family. I'm just talking to the people. 9,726 hit the button. If we crack 10,000, y'all crazy. I don't know what for. This just goes to show you how crazy the Browns is. There's 10,000 people in here. And we ain't doing nothing but talk about one of the worst losses we've ever seen. I can't pander that much. You know, you got to be a pander supreme wizard to get 10,000 people to show up for this nonsense. Come on. I'm done. Keep Shedeur Sanders on the sideline. Go ahead and say what I don't even want him saving nothing. Grossi just said Dylan Gabriel looked better today. What? See, this is the point where you do like this. Tony Grossi, stop. Go ahead and sit down. We're not. Matter of fact, let me not say his name. I don't even want his name in the algorithm like that. Sir, please have a couple of seats until the Browns draft. Sir, matter of fact, I'm gonna Charles T. Receipt King. Mr. Writer said, not Daryl Writer. Shout out to him. Mr. So-and-so who writes just said DG looked better today and Watson should be the starter over Shedeur Sanders until the Browns draft Mendoza. What is the reason for his thinking? Mr. So-and-so is clueless about what he's talking about. I'm not going to put his name in the algorithm. Just be like, is that what you feel? Same way Kenny Pickett was good. Same way Joe Flacco was washed and he throws for thousands of. Okay, you have that. John Byers. This week's narrative will be everything was bad, not just Dylan Gabriel. So let's gloss over his play, find faults everywhere. Eventually, they've got to get tired of moving the goalposts. Hey, listen, they'd have moved the goalpost so many times. I done left the stadium and went to another stadium where they got a actually solid goalpost that they score field goals and touchdowns through. John, I'm done even pointing the narratives out. If that's what your job has become, to tell people why it's not so bad, that has a lot to do with more about you than the people that are doing it. Because guess what? You don't benefit from that. What do you get from that? What are you getting from that? What are we getting from it's not as bad as you think? Why would I want to live in that world? I'm a solutions-oriented type person. I want to find solutions and I want to win. If I'm not doing that, why is it my job to tell you why it's not that bad? I thought the job of the free press was to first be subjective, to tell the truth, and to speak truth to power, not to warm the shoulders of people who are not doing their jobs. I want to win. My job isn't to make the rebuild easier. My job isn't to make fans passive about why they should wait 5 more years. With each passing year, hundreds of people spending millions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars on ticket, merchandise, packages, PSLs, new stadiums, all the above, continue to pass away with no return on investment. That's not my job. And my job is not to also gaslight you and believe that here's what we're going to do. We're just going to blame it all on the owner. The owner is the problem. The owner, until he gives up, stop it. You think of the owner that has the ability to print money? The NFL franchises print money. You think he gives a you-know-what about what you say? His family is rich forever. It's one of 32 ownerships of an entity that can print money. One of 32 in the entire Milky Way galaxy. Even senators cower in their shadow. They do what they want to. And you think they're going to give that up because you said something? Stop it. Well, nobody can organize. Yeah, you can. Nobody could do anything in this. Yeah. Because guess what? Kevin Stefanski is still allowing Dillon Gabriel to go out there. So I guess he has some level of power, right? Kevin Stefanski is still controlling who's the quarterback. So I guess he still has some sort of autonomy, does he? But it doesn't really fit the narrative because you want to make it seem like Kevin Stefanski has his arms tied behind his back and nobody can do anything with life in this organization except for call the plays when he wants to, pick all the players, and keep the quarterback who's not performing. See, a little mental gymnastics trick. Hit the like button. Good gracious. Dan Blakely, they were not the Jets, G. We just lost to a team that used to be the Jets. This team, Dan, is one of the worst. The Jets are one of the worst football teams I've ever seen in my life. And you people just pulled up for 10,000 people in the building to hear about how terrible the Jets are. And your Cleveland Browns lost to those people. Somebody screenshot. This is crazy. Soul Train, shout out to you, my brother. You've been down for a long time. The only DG I want to see play is the one in Cleveland and then play for the Cavs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Stop. He need a new nickname. It's disrespectful. Willis Giggers. Why are they there each day? Why play the game? For who? I can't do it. People want me to go. Listen, I get it. People, you need to go to Berea. For what? I'm not going there to watch them so I can ask them questions that they're not going to ask. I would rather talk to you about why they don't do what they need to be doing and get them up out of here than to sit here and talk to them and waste my time. Dan Blake, thank you so much for the super chat. We got that Soul Train. Let's see. Potent 76. New York wasn't trying to win the game at all. They traded all their players and had 50 or 4 yards passing. They averaged 3.8 yards per carry. They weren't trying to win. Another Skywalker. Don't fall for the Mendoza Fool's Gold. I'm from the Bay, a Cal fan, and I watch every game at Cal. I was right about Bowler. Kyle Bowler, a bust. Rogers Hall of Fame. Jared Goff, Pro Bowler. Mendoza is better than Bowler, but won't approach Goff. Not on 12's level. This is a disaster in the making. Well, you guys are always looking for a hero. This is how I know there's a level of bias that's so crazy is because you will advocate that the Browns going to draft somebody without even seeing another person play because you said he's not ready. But the person you're going to draft, even though you haven't seen him play in the league, you'll say he's ready. But at the same time, the person who you overdrafted in Dillon Gabriel, who obviously has a track record of not being good, you think what he's doing and putting on the football field is ready. Stop it. It's anybody but Shador, and we know what it is. And I'm not arguing with y'all about it no more. Yeah, I would let you bark into the ether. That's what I would like for you guys to do. Emmanuel Johnson, AG, the real nail in the coffin is if they push the door in and he happens to so be a baller and they still draft an unproven quarterback in Barry Sanders. Listen, I would rather listen. The fact of the matter, if Kevin Stefanski is even allowed to even be in a draft room, is the nail in the coffin. I don't want any of these dudes evaluating not one quarterback if this is what they believe should be good. If this is the level of play in offensive football, this is what they're believing in, they shouldn't even be here. This is ridiculous. Sapper Daddy, the media minus a few spat in the face of the fans when they told us 12 wasn't it, and Dillon was the best option for after Flacco was I guess jettisoned out of here. I'm tired of losing, G. I'm tired. I'm 32 years, one playoff win. It's sad. I mean, collectively, we've been wrong so many times. We've been wrong. Just this year, how many times have we been wrong about quarterbacks? Just how many times? And the most disingenuous part of it, they still show up as if they have their credibility intact and tell you why somebody isn't ready. They show up like your credibility ain't been already destroyed. Like we already didn't see you crash out over Kenny Pickett. Let's not forget that. We had a whole summer of why Kenny Pickett was the best option for the Cleveland Browns. We had a whole summer of it. We had a whole summer of computer talk about why Dillon Gabriel was the coldest quarterback out in the draft. We had a whole summer of this nonsense. We had a whole summer of what Kevin Stefanski wants to run, only to see him turn over his nasty little playbook to another offensive coordinator to be the scapegoat. Come on, stop. I like some of the things, Yoshi Doshi 2006, we appreciate your super chat. I like some of the things Reese did that Stefanski didn't. Some of the motions, some of the route schemes were better. Gabriel's execution was still abysmal. Stefanski and Ventrone need to be fired today. Sanders now. I like the fact that there was a point in time when Kevin Stefanski would have stopped running the ball, that Tommy Reese continued to run the ball. Even though it wasn't crazy, he still was running it. I like some of the motions. I like some of the things that we saw. Execution was still poor. Dillon Gabriel is just not a professional quarterback. He's not going to give you the bit. You have to play perfect around Dillon Gabriel or you will not win. And today the defense allowed 56 yards, under 100, and not one receiver got over one catch. And you still lost because you gave up 2 special teams touchdowns. 6 years of Cleveland media and the Browns insiders demagoguing Kevin Stefanski as if he's a football or created in the NFL. He's accountable for the Browns' losing record and underdeveloping of quarterbacks. He exactly is. And they've been doing that since he got here. You tell me, I go back and look. Go back and look at the team that they inherited. Go back and look at the studs that they inherited. Go back and look at how they systematically dismantled all of it and where they are today, and how many times they fumbled the bag on multiple quarterbacks. Come on, guys. DG had a script with him when he went to the podium during the postgame Q&A. Why does he need notes? It's not that complicated. Okay, they just played bad. Medic 51, because supercomputers cannot do anything or void of motion. I must stick to the script. Kevin told me to throw the ball downfield, even though new coordinator is in Tommy Reese. Dillon Gabriel, DG 6500, will only take records and compute through Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski wrote down 5 things that DG 5500 must do, and I tell you, we must get better. Dillon Gabriel, what's today? Not on script? No, Dillon, it's okay. Just what is today? Just like the actual day of the week. Kevin, not in room, not able to say what I want. Feeling system overload. I'm just playing. Don't get mad because you told me he was the supercomputer. You can't get mad that he just got a glitch. He can't speak off script or throw the ball off script or score off script. All right, let's keep it pushing. In my opinion, someone higher than Haslam is orchestrating this. Main players that are on code against 12 will suffer if they change up. Hey, listen. Something gonna change up because them stands gonna be empty. There's something gonna change up. That money start changing up. Them gates start changing up. People ain't talking about this. It's gonna change up. I've seen them people get fired for less. A-Train, a whole lot less. Derek Easterday, senior. The boos will be heavy this week when B-More comes to town, and you know how they get down. They're not going to play with you. They're going to try to get you up out of here. And they trying to get back in the playoff race. I'm just learning play calling, and I know losing to a team that won on a 55 yards is a fireable offense. Dawn Hall, she just learned, hey, you know more than most. You know more than most. Even 55 yards is nasty work. Kirk Davis, I was watching you and your wife exercise blog, bro. I'm thinking you was like 5'10". You are tall. Are you 6'4"? Yeah, I'm about 6'5". See, a lot of people be forgetting. Every time they be seeing me, they be like, I got a little small chair on UCSS. People be seeing me like, dang, bro, G. Bush, you like tall. I said, man, yeah, bro, I played D1. Yeah, I'm about 6'5". They said, how much you weigh? See, now I'm down. I got on the scales today. I was 281, 6'5", 281. Woo! It looked like I could come off the edge now for 2 plays. And if they touch me, my stamina goes down to a 4 out of 100, 4%. And I might blow my whole left side out. Actually, I only have a half a play. And if they touch me, I might have a career in the injury. But I'm 281, though, so it don't matter. Yoshi Doshi, like Kevin Stefanski's career is dying a slow death, a death of 1,000 paper cuts. It's getting nastier by the week. I'm telling you, it's hard to survive this stuff. This is common sense. They wasted Vrabel's time like the Colts wasted Trestles. He's balling in New England. That's the dude they should have kept in the building. But Mike Vrabel was never going to stay here. Like, man, you crazy? He'd have had to give a PowerPoint presentation just like, old boy in 49ers. Shanahan was like, I got to go. G. Bush, we found you and rocking with you. Kevin Stefanski is going to get called on it next week. The reporters already done turned on him. Yeah, it's going to be hard. And listen, Nita, it's going to be hard for them to stand by their man this week. And by your man. It's going to be hard. You guys don't understand him. It's just give him a chance. It's going to be hard on this one. It's going to be tough. This is this is what you came to do. You came with this after the Jets, and the Jets is bad. I mean, this game was boring to watch. This game was listen, I'm on YouTube TV. I just paused it during the halftime so I could fast forward it through the intersection of the plays. I didn't even want to be live on this game. It was so bad. Potent 76. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Couldn't have said it better. It's 11,000 people in here. I don't believe it. Oops, I can't believe it. Just saying, thank you for the super chat. The Browns are making fools of their players and fans. They've been doing that for a long time. I've been here 43 years. You ain't won a division since 89. Enough said. Reese Burton, preach G. Bush, love the content. Thank you so much. We appreciate every person in here. I want to give you a standing ovation. I appreciate y'all pulling up, listening to some real conversation, some real emotion, and pulling up to hear this. Because I'm gonna just be honest with you. A lot of times people don't rock with this until you get to a breaking point. And right now, the Cleveland Browns must be at a breaking point. And I said the number is going to be inflated a little bit because there's a lot of people that may think that I'm just too emotional, that I've been ragging on the Browns unfairly. You always want the coach to be fired. You want Shador saying, now you lose a game like this. I told you what it was going to be. Go watch my blog from yesterday. I said this. If you take an L to these dudes in this fashion, you're going to have to hear it. And the fans are showing up to tell you, we don't like this. Jeremy Shepler, who takes over as head coach? I don't care if it's Raggedy Ann and Andy. Who cares? I mean, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles, Dick Dastardly, Muttley, Yogi Bear. I don't care. Whatever tune, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot from the Tiny Toons, I don't care who it is. Let them get it popping. Whoever we need. The Ronin Warriors, the Beast War Transformers, like not even the regular Transformers, the Beast Wars. Reboot. How's about reboot? VR Troopers could take over. Right now, I am cooking. That's crazy. Hey, Train, this is malpractice and malfeasance. Malfeasance is one of the highest levels of the diabolical words you can use. Malfeasance means that just means that it's all the way bad. That ain't even a definition. But when somebody says malfeasance, that means that this is all happened in one day. Your son got kicked out of the school for cheating, and he still got an F on the test that he cheated on. And on top of that, taxes was due 3 years ago, and you forgot to report it. And on top of that, a lawyer calls you, right? And then extorts you and say he got pictures. Malfeasance is all bad. It's all bad, bro. Matthew Cherry, thank you so much. Matt Curry's a receiver that played for Kent State. I played with him at he played for Kent. We played at McKinley. 1997. Shout out to Matt Curry, wherever you at. Matthew Cherry. We appreciate you. Lord of the Drip, man, I ain't never done drugs in my life, but after today, I'm thinking about, don't do it. Don't you do it. You don't know what's in these drugs today, boy. Now, you could Get you a couple of Tylenol PMs and have a good night's sleep. Get you a teaspoon of Robitussin. And why is it just tussin? You coughing over here. Get over here, boy. What's going on? Yeah, get you some of this tussin. Just tussin? Yeah, that Robitussin. I'm like, man. Now, for y'all older folks, now I talked about the old folks. Put the one in the chat if you know something about that castor oil. You get that cough for about 3-4 weeks. 3-4, and it ain't going away. They hit you and say, hey, I'm going to get you together with this and knock all that out of your chest. What? That castor oil. What? You can't even rinse your mouth out with castor oil. You can't even, it just stay in your system. It's just there. It's almost like liniment and J.D. Watkins. I'm sorry. I know y'all pulled up for Browns talk, but if you know, it's somebody in that chat going crazy. That liniment will be in your, I had some liniment. My grandma put some liniment on my neck and it was in there. And she put it in the 8th grade. The liniment was still in there in 9th grade. That was a whole summer. It don't wash out. You try to get in the shower, it ain't going nowhere. J.D. Watkins, put it in. We're the ones. I know somebody talking right now. Rosie, help me out here. I know they talking. Is the chat going crazy? They're going crazy over there right now. Giant Deck. I like that name. Kevin Stefanski and Dylan Gabriel equals devastating work. Bianca, y'all see DG trying to copy Shedeur Sanders with the one sleeve? It didn't work. That one sleeve got dragged down by that one sleeve right here. Boy, if you don't get over here, let me see. This is how you get grabbed up when your child is getting grabbed up when he doing too much. Boy, if you don't get over here and sit down, I told you to move around. That's okay. That's okay. I know something. That's that I know something snatch up. I had this ready just in case I knew somebody was going to say that. I'm ready to see Deshaun Watson get another chance for real. Stony QT told you like this. Was Deshaun Watson garbage or was it Kevin Stefanski and his O-line? By the way, we can stop talking and we can stop propping these offensive linemen up. They're trash, all of them. Stop saying the tackles. The guards are terrible too. The Poaches is not good. I seen Wyatt Teller get drop kicked today. Jack Conklin got mugged. These dudes are not good. Stop it. Stop propping these guards up like they doing something. They not doing nothing in the run. It's the tackles. No, all of y'all, bye, are garbage. Please get going. We need another 5 offensive linemen. A whole fresh 5. A-Train, even the Saints won today. My Saints are trash. Mad Motion, we appreciate the super chat. Matthew Cherry, time to hit them in the pockets. If Stefanski and Dylan are still in the mix, boycott the next home game. I'm not going to it. Listen, I'm cool on that. Y'all better wisen up. Skate Queen, we appreciate you. Don Peasy, DG left UCF for OU, then Oregon to the NFL. None of those fan bases care for a single moment. Why? Because they all believe the replacement was better. Ooh, you cooking. And nothing has changed. Backup is still better. Don Peasy, you cooked on that one. You cooked on that. Brody's bottom line here, Jason excuses already. They're going to say, what do we expect? And you know what I'm going to say, Brody? That's how you really feel? And you really feel like that, big dog? Mad Motion, 12 was sabotaged by the league like Colin Kaepernick. Guess what? Colin Kaepernick won his lawsuit. And at one point in time, Shedeur Sanders is going to play, no matter what they do. And when he gets an opportunity to play, if he balls out, and Stefanski's still here, I'd fire him the next week. Matter of fact, he shouldn't even be here to see that. Jim Short should be the interim coach. Tommy Rees should be calling plays, and Stefanski should be chilling on a severance package right now, if it was me. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Dylan Gabriel is part of the collusion. I believe he was fully aware and okay with the plot against 12. He's a hater. I don't even think Dylan Gabriel got that much. Dylan Gabriel about to be on the bench in him by a hot second. His next game plan should be trying to stick in this league and being a nice solid backup, not saying nothing. Because I might not even believe he's a backup. You telling me he's better than Carson Wentz? No, he's not. He's not better than Mac Jones. He's not better than a lot of these dudes, man. He's not better than Tua. Tua just beat the bill. See? Tessa Haddish. If fans accept and believe that same excuses from the monotone Frankenstein mentality head coach, a bad actor, then he may be promoted to GM and not fired, right? Yeah, they got a lot to get to. They got a lot. Brody's bottom line. When I told Bull about Kevin Ego, he said, why would he have an ego? You seeing it right now, crashing out. He crashing out in real time too. Kendall Campbell. So let me get this straight. The New York Jets came in and won all 3 phases of football today. Offense, defense, and special team. This should be a fireable offense. Yes, indeed, Kendall. That's exactly what they did. And let's not let them obfuscate and skate around the fact that you don't tell me about Shedeur Sanders. You came in with 2 weeks of preparation and lost every phase. Charles A. Span, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. I appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Renee S., did Dylan knock Shador's hand away when he tried to dap him up? I didn't see that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the chat. I didn't see it. I'm going to check it out, though. Darius Hoyt. Hold on, G. Bush. We want to hear more of your sources. What percentage of the locker room wants these? I told you, well, we got that. We up to about 65% now. About 65 now. It was over 50 then. You think they don't want to see somebody and then you lost to somebody? Think about the defense. Let me just show you something real quick. Let me show you something. The defense gave up on the ground. They gave up 42 total net yards in the air. Are you serious? Look at this. These folks gave up less than 200 yards and had a turnover, and you still lost. You think that you don't want to see Shedeur Sanders? Come on now. This is easy. And it's not even crazy. This ain't even just Cleveland Brown sources. You know how many, it's too many to count. And a lot of them are already on record. It ain't even a big deal. You know how many people, former players, they be seeing my little shorts. They be seeing my little stuff. I just say it in the way I say it. You know how many of them folks be like, bro, what is wrong with y'all up there? First of all, y'all ain't got a head coach. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on. Can we do something? Hold on. Let me just do something. Listen. I don't got to go to the sources too crazy, right? Let me see something. Can I find this somewhere? Give me a second. Y'all, give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. I just want to show you because this is easy work. This easy work. Let me see something. I want to show you something. I ain't tripping too much. Where we at? Just so y'all know, when we talk about source game, let me just be clear with this. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Let me just get to the source game. I want to get to the source game. I don't want to do this. I don't do this often, but I just want to show you because there's too many sources to count. There's too many people to account for when you talk about sources. This is just the stuff that people say in public, right? Let me go ahead and let me see. Let me share my screen. Where we at? Now y'all probably see this. Here we go.
But there's a lot of people unhappy about Coach Stefanski and the way that he's running the offense or running the team as the head coach. And that includes Garrett Bush. And he tweeted, Flacco's performance should be the nail in the coffin for Stefanski. We have to sit here and pretend Gabriel is a starting quarterback. I never want to hear Browns want to run Kevin Stefanski's offense. Stefanski is a bottom 5 coach. Browns stay losing even in the bye week. Who they? And he refers to, obviously, the Cleveland, not the Cleveland Browns, but the Cincinnati Bengals, where former Browns quarterback Joe Flacco plays now and had 457 yards and 4 touchdowns in his most recent game. So, Cam, is it a player thing or is it really on Coach Stefanski in the way that he coached that he can't get the best out of his players?
Oh, if you're asking me, Coach Stefanski should have been left.
Look, let me just go ahead and stop sharing. Listen, I don't do it. I don't do it often. I don't do it often. But I mean, that's just Cam Newton, TJ Houshmandzadeh, Chad Ochocinco, Bruce Arians, Eric Dickerson. It's just off the top of my head. That's off the top of my head. Ryan Clark, top of my head. Let's keep going. This is Josh Cribbs for Dixon. Phil Taylor. I'm just saying. I mean, how many former Browns you got to see? Bernie Kosar, like, I'm trying to see him. How many we want to keep going? Can we go to Chase Daniels? He said all the time. Can we? You run Drew Bledsoe, Kurt Warner. So these is people on record. Not even the people that I'm talking to just specifically. It's easy work. So why do you think I'd be looking at people like, man, I'm not about to be arguing with you? T-Storm, VA 2012. A nationwide panel of 50 members of the AP who cover the NFL on a regular basis selects the winner of the Coach of the Year award. This has as much as significant as People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year alive. You got that? We just wanted to really break that down for you when he said he's the Coach of the Year. He's the Coach of the Yeah, who voted for it? Sandy's Chance, the treatment of Shedeur is going to make one hell of a 30 for 30 documentary right before your eyes. I sure am ready for it too. The unfortunate part is somebody going to be on the unemployment line watching with us. Poop, Scoop, and Boogie. Was Kevin ever a good coach? And if not, where does our success come from when he had it in the last 5 years? Well, let's start with one, Nick Chubb. Let's start with one of the best running backs in the league who you didn't draft. Let's start with Myles Garrett, one of the best pass rushers in the league who you didn't draft. Let's start with Denzel Ward, one of the best cover corners who you did not draft. You had Baker Mayfield in the beginning, who was playing well for you. He was the number 1 overall pick. You decided that you thought Baker Mayfield wasn't it. You see what he's doing right now in Tampa Bay. There's some things that went into that, but at the end of the day, you made the decision. You had Deshaun Watson. There was an issue with Deshaun Watson. He got suspended. He was out for a whole year. We talked about your playbook and what it is and what it ain't. You missed on multiple receivers. Dunsky. And by the way, Bill Callahan was your run game coordinator, which coordinated all run plays. So you lost Bill Callahan. Nick Chubb got hurt. Offensive line got injured and old. And you don't have any playmakers. You gave Odell Beckham Jr. away for free. You moved on from Jarvis Landry for free. You got nothing out of those guys in return. You never replenished your backfield. And here we are, 3, 4, 5 years later. Yoshidoshi, we are here for you. We are furious about failure. We appreciate you. And I appreciate y'all holding me down. Antoine Jackson, Stefanski is out here making fake accounts on the Barbershop to defend his name. Everybody knows Stefanski should be fired ASAP. That's fine. Hey, listen, hey, I need y'all to keep all the fake accounts, keep commenting. We know who y'all are. Stop. Alexander Gallant, Browns were favorite. I bet on the Jets and won. Shout out to you. Get that bag too. On Hall, we are here for you, G. Bush. We appreciate you. I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for your support and everybody that pull it. It just goes to show you. Y'all support the heck out of me, and I can't even thank y'all. It's 11,000 people in here, almost 12,000 people here. We've been talking for an hour and a half, and y'all still keep pulling up. I want to thank y'all for y'all support, man, and for the real. So Swanson Family Farm. If Kevin Stefanski was named Kevin Stanfield, how would have he been? He would have been fired after the third loss. Y'all know what it is. It's Kevin Stanfield, is that Marlo Stanfield's uncle? In that case, he'd have been in jail too. Zoran Vasilic. The fans must boycott the team and not come to the stadium against the Ravens. Mortal enemy. Force the hand of Jimmy to put Shador in or fire Stefanski. Now we talking. Levitt 6. In my head, the whole team should take a knee. Yeah, be like, look, you know what? Right now, the whole team pulled a hamstring at once. Yeah, we can't play. The whole team got a hamstring injury. Cleveland literally lost to a quarterback who did not pass for 100 yards. A&E Sports. Hey, let that sink in. Let that math. Viva Hernando won. Made $500 on this Jets win. I think this win for the Jets will be looked at as when Aaron Glenn turned their culture. Browns need a culture builder. Aaron Glenn was like, I can't believe they jumped off sides again. He was laughing over there. Murph Dog 15, we saw trading Flacco, and then he wasn't the problem, as a lot of us thought. Will changing the quarterback again even show improvements on this horrible offense? Probably not. Not crazy like that. But the problem is they don't even want to see it. I know Dylan Gabriel ain't your answer. So what are they waiting for? If you put Dylan Gabriel on the bench, is somebody going to magically come in and swoop in and take him? Be like, ooh, you're sitting Dylan now. Bro, you can take Dylan Gabriel in and out of the game, all 3 games. His confidence, it don't matter. He's just not that good. It's just nasty work. Zoran Vasilic. Gabriel can't throw the ball more than 25 yards down the field, the weakest arm in football. No wonder we don't have a passing game, and box is full. The box is full. It stay full, too. It's 17 people up there looking around, just trying to find, we go ahead and run. LSU Tiger 21. It's time to retire the Shador Sanders gets sacked too often narrative. Dylan Gabriel gets sacked because he can't see in the pocket. At least 12's reason when sacks can be fixed. Make it make sense, folks. Hey, I've been retired. I'm gonna just go lift my glasses up every time somebody say it. Sure about that? Doc TJ 04. If this is the best from Dylan Gabriel after bye, he needs to be benched if Stefanski is fired. Shador would have made many more of the simple throws Dylan Gabriel missed. If you're a football guy and you know the game, this was nasty work. 12,000 people in here hit the like button. It was nasty work. BSW, danger, danger, danger. Browns receiver Dylan Gabriel will throw hospital balls. Danger. That sounds like, what's his name from Power Ranger? Ranger Danger. Jeremy Augustin. As a Dolphins fan, DG is a poor man's Tua. And then Tua, he come out here and beat the Bills. He ain't even a poor man's Tua. Tua can throw the ball downfield. RBNS Through the Fire podcast. Remember when Lovie Smith got fired after going 12-4, but Kevin might get a new contract for not winning 5 games? Yeah, I seen Mayo got fired after a year too. Circumstances be different a little bit. Circumstances be different. Eddie Ghost, 12-yard slant in a cloud of dust. 5'9" has never been successful in the NFL unless you go back to the year 1911. I love that 10-yard slant in a cloud of dust, boy. Ain't you right? K. Moore says, G. Bush, why did you allow that Leroy character to say that they think Shedeur Sanders isn't ready, etc.? Same reason I'm going to continue to let him slay it. I mean, if you watch this football game, I mean, are you really? I mean, can you really even back this type of nasty work up? If you not really think that this is acceptable play and you've been really drilling down on the game, and we know, there's a reason why 12,000 people is in here talking right now. Because people is tired of being gaslit and lied to like they stupid. They talk to y'all like, they talk to us like we dumb, like we don't got the same cable packages that they got. Like the games that they watching is like we all see it. I'm not saying nothing special on here. I ain't saying nothing. I am kind of funny though. Sometimes I be having some fire. But but I'm not saying nothing crazy. People is pulling up to this because they tired of the garbage. They tired of y'all getting lied to. Like, this is it. If I got to sit here and defend, I'm not going to argue back and forth with you every time somebody's sitting here telling me something that we all know is patently false and it's a lie. It's like arguing with flat earthers. Okay, the earth is flat. Whatever you want to do. I'm going to go take my time and do something else. I mean, come on, I could do a lot of better other things with my time than arguing with people about whether the earth is flat or whether we went to the moon. Come on now. Jonathan McGriff. Don't save them, Shedeur Sanders 12. Thanks for Baker, Shedeur Sanders fan. He always thanks us, man. You are so thankful. We appreciate you in this time of thanks. By the way, Thanksgiving is coming up. We done did a lot of going back and forth with people, but I want to say I'm thankful for everybody in here. I want you to have a blessed beginning of this month. I want you to think of your family, think of things you're thankful for, think about the stuff that you do have and the time you do have with your families. Appreciate that, and be thankful to be in a community, wherever you at. If you belong to the boys club, if you belong to a podcast group, if you're doing stuff for charity, if you ain't in a group and you got friends and family, let's be thankful for that stuff. Lorenzo Carson, they traded the top 2 defensive players that coming off a bye, and you're supposed to win this game. Don't let them off the hook. They ain't go nowhere. 12,000 people didn't let them off the hook. Rob Cunningham, player, coach, first time NFL. Rob, I appreciate you, my guy. Matty Ghost. Kyler not starting Russell is not 5'9". Secondly, both those quarterbacks have strong arms and mobility. Dylan Gabriel, slow, short, and I don't know if that's a busy arm, but that's a terrible arm. He don't have no arm. It's very evident that when he throws a deep ball, you see how much air he got on that? Y'all be noticing how much air be on that under these balls? Love you, G. Bush. What percentage of offensive woes and sacks are Dylan's fault? Worry Shedeur Sanders will be dropped and these receivers and O-line drop Shedeur's stop too. Let's be clear. Everything that we see in the offense is not Dylan Gabriel. Let's be clear. Half of the stuff that you see is the architect's problem. That's Kevin Stefanski. Why you think I'm not killing Tommy Rees? The architect, the person who drew this stuff up, who we can't just create a new offense in the middle of the season, that's another reason he should be fired. And the fact that you handed this off and you the one constructed it is another fireable offense because you did it 2 years in a row. So, yeah, is Shedeur going to have to try to make some plays? Sure. But at the end of the day, somebody going to have to try to do something. And if you trying to convince me that taking sacks and dinking and dunking is the way you look better about L's, no, I need somebody to make some plays. Jonathan McGriff, it's Dion and the Shedeur Sanders 12's fault. Let them tell it. R-Mac Dog. Hey, G, the Cleveland sports media is like Fox News. They try to make up their own facts, refuse to state the truth. Just like JB, Kevin needs to get gone. Hey, man, I support independent media. I ain't beholden to nobody. I tell it like how I feel like I'm going to tell it, and that's how we going to move. Shout out to D Woods, and we want to thank you for becoming a member. You were a member for a whole month. You've been holding it down since day one. We appreciate it. It's like I be knowing we are going to lose, but seeing it in real time still stings. This has been a wild season. Trust me, that's the thing with the Cleveland Browns. It's like knowing like the whole time that they're going to find a way to lose, and they still do. And it's a different way. And still sometimes, even me, seeing the 43 years of the L's, it still hurts because you want to see win. You want to see the best. You want to see the best play. At least if we were winning with the best people or giving our guys the best opportunity to go out and try to do something. I'm not saying we got to be world beaters, but losing like this, it's not acceptable. David Walker, what up, G? I'm a Panthers fan. We lost to the Saints today, and I don't feel as bad as you should. Hang in there, brother. Hey, look, you know what, David? At least y'all got T-Mac on the outside. Y'all got a quarterback. You're young. You're trying to do some things. We ain't got none of that. I mean, can you imagine if you had T-Mac on the bench just chilling? Matty goes, why can't Dylan Gabriel throw past 30 yards with accuracy? His arm is busy. I mean, the DBs, even the linebackers, can sit on routes and challenge the receivers before the route is complete. That's somebody said it. He wasn't, bro. Was UCF offering him all kind of NIL money? He left Oklahoma and went to Oregon. Was they like, no, we got to keep Dylan in the fold? No, they're like, oh, so it was cool for what it was. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Shaq, if we can't win that game, we ain't winning no more games. Shaking my head. Damon Hayward, Scott Emulsion, and Cam. Man, this is crazy. I don't know how to end. Camphor, Fanique. I don't know how to say that. Lone Wolf, no packs. Dylan Gabriel can't roll me a cigarette. That sucks. Is DG better than DTR? That's a tough one. That is a tough one, Shaq. Can I get back to you on that? Can I go push? I think Dylan Gabriel is more accurate with inside the pocket, if that means anything. But DTR is more athletic, but that don't mean much. Woods, decent game plan, poor execution. Shador is the answer. And why don't they use the tight end or use that tight end Corley more? I don't know. All we could do is run routes into rounds with him. They won't give him no more minutes. Chester Rankins, Kevin Stefanski loves Hawaiian open. Boy, I tell you, Murph Dog. Will any of us here live long enough to see the Browns win the Super Bowl? That's the main question. I used to think that question was a guaranteed yes. And then my dad start pushing 70. And it was like, is that really a yeah? Loved 6. I can't believe this garbage team is my intro to football. I live in Steelers town and never even followed them. I'm only here for 12 and your content. And I thank you so much for being down and being pained with us, because yes, we are pained. We are now all in it. Whether we believe it or not, we are one big happy family, 12,274 of us grieving the fact that we can't win no games. Variant Brandon. Jason says if 12 was ready, they put him in. Then says they are trying to lose. Which is it? If he plays bad and they want to lose, then that's a good right fit, right? See, I like your mental gymnastics right there. That's called a catch-22. That's called a gotcha one. If they trying to lose and he not ready, does that mean what? Which one of those things are lies or competing against the other interest of the other one? Because it would seem to work out for me if he was all bad. He's going to get sacked. Well, you didn't want to win. You want the first pick, right? Put him in. But we know it's not about that, don't we, Variant? We know. Ellis in Orlando. OG! Everybody knew they were not going to snap the ball. Everybody, big dummy. Rosie, get out. Get out while you can. My OG ass is stuck 57 years of fandom, and this is what we get. It's insulting. Rosie, she's in it because she married me. But I do allow her to, she going to do what she want to. I don't think I could tell her nothing. Yeah, she's one of those people. Very strong-minded. But she's like, Lamar Jackson's back. That's her favorite player. I didn't tell her to choose. Lamar Jackson's just her favorite players. Get ready for the Ravens game. She said, I will not root for the Browns until they play Shador. I do not like this. Dre 499. We appreciate your super chat. Born in Canton, raised in Massachusetts. Cleveland media hates on Shador, but trust the broken organization. That's why the Browns stay stuck. Pat's already bounced back. Sad. You know why? Because they don't play that in major cities. They'll get you up out of here. People will write editorials. Get this dude off the sticks. Who is he carrying water for this person, that person? In major cities, they're not going to play around with y'all. They're not going to. because they know, like my readers and the people that are reading this content will see right through that little smoke screen. And especially when y'all done seen championships up close and personal. You saw Brady, you saw Belichick, you saw Parcells, you saw people winning championships, going to Super Bowls. When you ain't seen it, when you see a bunch of people, and no disrespect to them, everybody that's been covering this team since when they've been covering them ain't seen a division championship since 1989. All that losing got to make you a little soft, right? Beautifully blessed. The next headline will be Shador should have gone to the sidelines to rub Dylan's head. So he's not a good QB. You be right. Diavolo Martin, we appreciate you, man. Herbert Cloud, the best podcast on YouTube. We appreciate you as well. Aces in the Places podcast. Remember the former Brown that was dry hating last week? The running back from the 80s or something? I talked to Leroy today. I did talk to Leroy. He texted me. And he texted me and said, hey, man, Dylan wasn't looking good. He texted me today. Shout out to Leroy. We talked a little bit. He said, you know how bad the Browns got to be if they can't beat the Jets? I said, I know. You see, them games have an effect. They just have an effect on you. Shaq says, Jason gonna come in here tomorrow saying we all knew this was gonna happen before the season started. I don't know. Jason might be in his bag tomorrow. I'm anxious to see. Kirk Davis, Luis Ortiz, Emmanuel Clause about to do some time. I seen that. All for $5,000. Come on, my G. Come on now. These dudes. Matty Ghost, DG has been computering superpower of a Vic 2000 from Radio Shack in the 80s. Boy, them Radio Shack commercials, Bert Kosar. Or Cozier. I keep thinking about what Didi said when she interviewed about the Browns record and a play. What a joke. She's a Steelers fan, and the story, get her out of here. I mean, she, like I said, I can't argue with people about everything. I just be like, hey, listen, at the end of the day, I just do this. You really feel that way after this game? Come on now. Randy Lynn, G. Bush, I'm a diehard Ravens fan, but I rock with you and Shador Sanders. Leave him on the bench. We want to rock the little man's shoestrings loose. Oh, it's going to be nasty work. Oh, the nastiest work is coming. Emmanuel Johnson, Little D, couldn't beat a weak Jets D. Man, this offense is terrible. Chester Rankins, we thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Sandy's Chance. We all should be upset about the mistreatment of Shador for reasons beyond football. It's kind of crazy. It's telling you that you'd be willing to listen to somebody's biased narrative of unproven sources and anonymous people that could keep you off a football field and the team look that bad. Lang Randolph, we appreciate the super chat. And Chester Rankins, can we hire Ozzie Newsome as GM? No. Ozzie is super loyal to the Modell family. The Modell family gave him an opportunity to be a general manager as a black man, one of the first black GMs, and they gave him power to do it at a high level. He is a Cleveland Brown, but he's very fiercely loyal to the Ravens. He would not do that. David Patterson, Ray Charles can see what's going on. So can Stevie Wonder, Helen Keller, Jose Feliciano. We know what time it is, and I do too. We all know what time it is. Sandy's Chance. And some still want to drink the sports is a meritocracy Kool-Aid. Well, no, it's not. That's that. Thank you. Talk your talk on that one. People, winning is the only thing that matters in sport. Really, you believe that? That's my new face. You believe that now? Stop. Y'all cats crazy. Brazil, why Dylan always on the sideline phone and coddled? Do you see no other rookies like that? Brown's been babying him since he got here, praying for 12. 12, okay? Because the time is coming. Old time is coming, and the time has come before us to get off here. 12,605 people in here, and the time to say thank you to every single one of you. Every single one of you, we appreciate you. Brody's by the line. Wow. Lenny Wilkins passed away. Man, Lenny Wilkins, Cavs great head coach. Lenny Wilkins allegedly passed away. I haven't checked it out, but I believe Brody said he wouldn't say that about that. Shout out to Lenny Wilkins, man. One of the most winning coaches of NBA history. Player for the Seattle Supersonics back in the day. Brandon Harris says, they will blame this on AB and Watson. The Watson and 12, it's one of them to blame on. We'll get to it. But one thing I can't blame is you. We appreciate every one of you that pulled up for a record show. Hopefully you guys pull up tomorrow. UCSS will be a funny show tomorrow. We will get into that. So don't forget, coming up Tuesday, we will have a members only. Wednesday, we will have our members only film joint. So if you have not done it, become a member. We will have a members only unit, and we will definitely be ready to go this week. Without being said, we want to thank every single one of you for being in here. You never know what G-Bush might show up. Radio, sleep, snow, radio, television, internet. And if you want the fresh cut in sports, I keep it going. You know what I do. Have a great rest of your evening. And as always, and we're going to keep preaching this till they get it done. I don't care if Kevin Stefanski got to go, Andrew Berry got to go, or whatever the case may be. We're going to always say, go Browns. Have a good night.